We're here at the Community News Cafe on Monday the 8th with two members of staff from Action Deafness at the Community News Cafe, Peepul Centre, and they're going to explain to us a little bit about their job roles and what they do.
Good morning, my name is Dr. Joanna Downs. I'm the Deaf Parenting Programme Development Manager based here at Action Deafness. Hi, my name is Sally Gallimore, and I'm the Deaf Parenting Programme Development Officer, and I work with Dr. Joe. We are doing a lot of work. Our work is making deaf families visible in Leicester, and a lot of our work is related to that, to ensure that deaf families are getting the services that they need. Now, Sally does a lot of work supporting individual families if they feel that their needs are not being made by mainstream services here in Leicester. And we also want to say that we support both families who live in the city and the county. And our project was funded by the Parenting Fund, and was specifically aimed at parents living in the city. But the Parenting Fund realised that there are parents who need support that also live in the county, and they've allowed us to work with them, both city and county. The role that I undertake is more strategic and operational, to try and ensure that there are services out there that they are responsible for providing equal access under the Disability Discrimination Act or the Equality Act. For example, I am the joint chair of the Tuesday Week for Leicester and Leicester City, and the aim of that is to ensure that all different services work together to improve the lives of deaf children and their families. Traditionally, most children would get support with oral and speech development, but there has not been much opportunity for them to learn sign language, and that would apply to their families as well. And we believe in equal choice and ensuring that parents get the information so that they can make informed choice about their child. And within that, there's in other counties there's opportunities for bilingual approach. Now, parents have worked very hard for that in other counties. We're trying to do the same thing here. Now, Sally talks about one of the work that she does is advocacy, and she might want to develop that further. Part of advocacy is ensuring that children and families get the opportunity, if they are in crisis, be they deaf parents or a deaf child involved, we adhere to the Common Assessment Framework, and working together with other professionals to improve the lives of deaf children and their families, to ensure that children can thrive, because as you know, every child matters. And also we are working with the police and other agencies to develop guidelines for victims of domestic violence. We're also involved in safeguarding children and issues related to that. Now, at the moment, there is no procedure for professional or services that are working with it, that if they meet a deaf child who is experiencing abuse or neglect, now deaf children are at higher risk, so we're working with the local Safeguarding Children's Board to sort out that issue as well. And we're also creating the first ever midwifery course for midwifery students at De Montfort universities, to make sure that those students become more aware of how to assist deaf parents through pregnancy and labour. And that's another issue that has been identified, because parents have not experienced these equal services. And we're also going to the schools where there's issues of truancy, conflict resolution, problem solving, assisting parents with behaviour management of their children, and enabling them to develop their parenting skills and how they manage their own family lives. Another thing that we're also promoting is that when parents access what's called the normal mainstream services, such as the legal services in courts, now we are getting parents asking us where solicitors and judges have been refusing to meet their communication needs, and you do not expect to receive those kinds of problems. So we are now currently supporting people in knowing what their legal rights are in terms of accessing services. Like we have parents that are going through divorce, separation and divorce, they need to understand what they're going through in the legal side of it. But there is lovely parts to our jobs. We organise one monthly outings once a month. One of the things that we're going to be organising is this event. And as we were saying, we're trying to improve communication within the family. One way of doing that is through stimulating play. During the summer we had a 6-week, twice a week event where children came together with deaf volunteers, deaf adults being involved as role models so that children can learn from them. And that was very successful because we had 45 children, deaf and hearing, involved in our summer play scheme. And it was also providing support for coders as well, who are hearing children of deaf adults. We also did it again half-term in October and doing this again next February, where it's an opportunity for them to get together through play. We also support oral children because it's very important that families realise that it's not just speech and sign language that they need to learn, that there are things such as eye contact, physical contact, and it's important that parents and children can communicate with each other. We also welcome parents to drop in and see us for a chat about any issue that they are worried or concerned about in relation to their children. And if they feel that services are not meeting their needs, then they're more than welcome to come and see us.
Okay, can I ask you a question? How many people are there that are affected by deafness that have children, and how many deaf children are there?
Do you mean on our database? Right, there are 250 deaf children that live in the county and a similar number for the city and the county. But don't forget that there are 9 out of 10 children are born to hearing parents, and those hearing parents would not know anything about deafness. So that means there's a lot of parents, they don't know about the deaf community, deaf culture, sign language, and we are here for them. And also, most deaf parents are in a similar situation where 90% of deaf parents will have hearing children and are unsure about what is the norm for hearing children. So we're here to support them as well.
Brilliant, thank you very much.